To be prepared to speak. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Jennifer McKenna. I've owned my property on Donahue Street for over 10 years. I've watched children grow up here, businesses come and go. I've seen our community change in countless ways. I work at Radiology Associates in Inglewood and Venice, and I'm being priced out every day, every year in taxes. I barely can afford to work and eat in this town. I can't afford to go out to dinner anymore. Everything's so expensive. I'm simply here as your neighbor who shares the same concerns as many of us care about, how our tax dollars are being spent in our community. Let me direct your attention to what I call the sidewalk to nowhere on Wilmington Boulevard. You may pass it daily on 776, a project that serves absolutely no purpose, yet continues to drain our tax dollars. My home on Donahue Street has had 4 new houses this year built on lots that were only paying maybe $100 to $200 in taxes. Those houses are $400,000. They're generating over $8,000. Where's that tax money going to? When I've lived in this community almost 3 decades, I've been a renter. Now I'm stuck. I have multiple lots that I have to pay for. $350 and $350 adds up. I don't make that much. The consequences of mismanagement extend beyond inconvenience. I used to call Wilmington home 10 years ago. I was a renter. There's no reason to have a sidewalk to nowhere. It benefits no one and literally will go from one end of Wilmington to the other with no one walking on it. Why should I pay the next couple of years an assessment that really has nothing to do with me? I live on the other side of the highway. Last night I came home, and now there's a 5th home that the permit went up on. So that's going to be another $400,000 home that's paying outrageous taxes in our county that we shouldn't have to pay for a sidewalk that we're never going to use. I appreciate everybody coming out. I've talked to my patients. I've talked to my doctors that I work for to try and get help in doing a speech. Today, we need to really ask you guys not to build a sidewalk to nowhere. We need our community input. Decisions and budget allocations are way over my head. Residents have invested decades in this neighborhood, and we're getting priced out. Thank you. This loan should not be put through. Everybody keeps calling it investment. It's actually a loan against, that's what it was explained to me, it's a loan. Why? For, again, a sidewalk to nowhere. We demand better stewardship of our tax dollars. We can't insist projects begin. We can't ensure that long-term residents aren't forced out of our neighborhood they helped build. The sidewalk to nowhere represents a broken promise, but our community's voice, united and present, can turn into a pathway towards responsible governance. That's you guys. We're counting on you. Please stop. Stop this budget. All the residents, thank you. Please stop.
Make your comments, ma'am. Yeah, Mrs. Parker.
And I am very disturbed how this body of government is run. Okay, without anybody else knowing what's going on. And I'm going to speak on behalf of my neighbor, who is a sergeant police officer, okay, who is in dire straits right now, who has never recovered from the hurricane. Do you know that? She hasn't recovered. Because of insurance, because of taxes, because of everything else that goes on. The sidewalk you put with the curbside appeal, Sunnybrook has grass growing in the cracks.
Yep.
Grass, just like the streets were. Okay? Who's gonna maintain that? Nobody. That sidewalk's not very old. But I wanna pay for something that's not being maintained? It's like your home. You maintain your home, right? You need your home maintained. It's sad. It's very sad. And you guys are elected by us. Every one of you is sitting out there in front of us. I came in this building. I pay taxes for this building. This is a school. You all are drinking water. We're not allowed. We're not allowed, folks. You have police officers that could be out on 776 because I have some idiot out there trying to run me over to come to this meeting. Pretty bad. That's all I have to say.
Thank you for your comments. Alexander Morgan, followed by Simon Morgan. Why don't we try this, ladies and gentlemen? If you're in agreement with what one of the speakers is saying, why don't you raise your hand? We can see that as a visual, because if we keep interrupting the speaker,
and keep talking.
we're not going to get through our speaking cards tonight. So please raise your hand if you're in support
Okay,
of what the speaker is saying.
come on.
You're
Let's go.
recognized, ma'am.
Let's go. We got it.
You can go ahead.
I'm not speaking a lot, I'm just living here not full time.
If you get to the microphone.
It's my second home, and I come here to 2010, and taxes was around $4,000. Right now it's $8,000. Plus more, it's my second home, I'm retired,
Yeah.
and I don't see much more done, and we have to pay double taxes. Insurance is much more, and electricity, everything, water. When we're not here, we pay same amount for water usage, so it's like numbers coming nowhere from. You know, when was like real meter, water was cost us much less money than right now with a new type of meters, satellite or whatever, you know. So if it's going to be more taxes, it won't be affordable to keep both houses for us. We still have to work, and I see a lot of opinions from other people. If it's gonna cost more insurance after hurricane and everything, a lot of people going just to leave this Florida, you know. It's not affordable, so you have to keep your budget affordable to the people. And when we have a lot of damage from hurricane, we went to the Charlotte County office, applied for help, and they told, we're not living here full time, we don't have driver license full time, and we're not allowed for any help. We're allowed to pay taxes, but not for any help when something happens. So it's become unaffordable for the middle people. We are middle people, not rich, not cheap, you know. It just probably taxes have to match to normal people life, you know.
Can you say your name for the, can you say your name? Yeah.
Tatiana Morgan.
Can you say your name for the record, ma'am? I want to make sure I have the right card.
Tatiana Morgan.
Mordvin?
M-O-R-D-V-A.
Okay, thank you. Tanya Mortar?
Morgan.
Oh, I had two here. I just vote for both. Next we have Jerry Don DeFrio, followed by Vincent Walker, followed by Manny Reyes, and also let the record show Commissioner Chris Constance is with us.
Good evening, my name is Joe. That certainly helps a big quorum. I moved down here from New Jersey. I live in a little town that's only 2 square miles. 2 miles this way, 2 miles, that's 4 square miles, I guess. But I moved there, my taxes were $1,800. When I left there, my taxes went up to $8,000. But that was over 35 years. I moved down here to a beautiful place. My taxes were just shortly less than $2,000. Now they're well over $4,000, and that's in 10 years. So your exponential rate is out the roof. And I don't understand why it's going to go even higher now. concept of trying to make my property better, I had to put a new roof on, new windows, new doors, new overhead sliders, new door for the garage. Everything I had to do, new soffits, and the storm killed me. I spent over $120,000 to harden my home, to bring my insurance from $4,000 to $3,200. And now, you're going to bump me up again. I bought the property across the street so nobody would build on it. We keep it in our neighborhood so we had some green space, because they're building a $600,000 house here, a $400,000 house there, another one on the corner just this past week, and the side's on it now. You're going to be getting more money out of this. And the houses on my street have all been sold, and they were all sold for upscale prices. So you're getting more money out of that. And now you want more money out of my left pocket, my right pocket. I don't have too many pockets left. I'm 84 years old.
Yay.
Just raise your hand, folks.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
But my point is this.
Stop interrupting.
I'm 84 years old. My wife is 15 years younger. I'm going to have to take out an insurance policy so when I die, she has enough money to pay the taxes going forward for the next 16 years. I don't have that kind of money either. So something's got to be done on this budget. And I don't know who the people were that designed all this, these MSGs, whatever they call themselves, these volunteers that go onto a committee that put, what, a speed bump on Fruitland.
Yeah.
That went from a 40-mile-an-hour zone to a 30-mile-an-hour zone to a 25-mile-an-hour zone to a 15-mile-an-hour speed bump. And really, the truth of the matter is that that is a connector road, but they said, no, it's not. But it goes from a 4-lane highway to Gulfstream. That's a connector road. And there's not another road I found in the county that exhibits that same structure. Nowhere. Everybody else is a 30-mile-an-hour zone, even my street. So I hope that you folks just consider the fact that we don't have the kind of money they're asking for from this volunteer committee. We need to cut it back and don't take out a multi-million-dollar billion loan to pay for something for the next 16 years. Just do it piecemeal, a piece at a time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Vincent Walker, followed by Manny Reyes.
Sidewalks going away, but that's only $56.
Hello, Vincent Walker. I live on the Gulfstream side of East Englewood. I have a question first. My question is, what is the purpose for sidewalks?
What do our fucking...
Can someone on board answer that question?
We're taking notes on questions. When the public's done speaking, we're gonna revisit the questions. This is your time to answer
So,
the
the
questions.
purpose of sidewalks, in my opinion, is for pedestrians, handicapped people on motor scooters so they can get by. We built new sidewalks on Avenue of the Americas. I don't know if any of you have been down there lately. The grass is like 12 inches high, 14 inches high, and no one's down there mowing it, all right? You have sidewalks from Gulfstream, all the way down to Spinnaker in East Englewood. You know what happens to those sidewalks? They get flooded out, okay? Totally flooded out. So they can't be used by pedestrians. So why are we going to build new sidewalks when we're not even taking care of the sidewalks we got? Let me ask you another question. If someone has a motor scooter and goes out the road to avoid the water on the sidewalks and they get hit by a car, is the county liable? No. So instead of building new sidewalks, we need to take care of the stuff that we got now, which is not being done by Public Works at all. Now, I don't know if there was a survey done. You want to put sidewalks over in Wilmington? Well, I drive by there 4 or 5 times every week, and guess what? Nobody walks on the road over there. There's no pedestrians that want sidewalks over there. They'll be useless if you put sidewalks over there. It'll just be a waste of money.
Here, here.
I did a search, and between 2023 and 2025, that's an 18-month period, the search said 11,000 units were added in Charlotte County. Just the ERU revenue comes to $2.5 million. I mean, where's all the money going? I mean, we can't see where the money's going. Only you guys can see where the money's going. And I think that after heavy rains, Public Works should be sending people out to see where the streets are flooding and take care of those issues. They're not taking care of those issues either. That's a constant issue in Charlotte County. if they would take care of those issues, we need to take care of the things that we got going on now versus making new things that are gonna go on in the future. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir. Manny Reyes, followed by Luann Overby, followed by Jerry Robinson.
And I want to address the issue about repaving. I've been in East Englewood for 22 years, and it's been repaved one time, and my street is still fine. So why do repaving? If there is repaving, my driveway now gets flooded because of that repaving. So when it gets repaved again, guess what? The water's gonna go even higher. I wanna just tell you, all of you are elected by us. If this continues, you all are gonna lose your jobs. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Recall!
Followed by Jerry Robinson.
I don't care. We're done.
Yes, my name is Luann Overby, and a couple of the residents wanted me to ask, is there a material safety data sheet available for the composition of the asphalt that you're putting down? And another question that I have is the black asphalt that you're putting down, you've already done my area. I'm off of Ocean Spray and Rockwell, which is north of 776. It's very, very black. The other road was shell rock mixed in, so it was a lighter color. And it exudes all this heat in the afternoon. You can just see the heat coming off of that black asphalt. And I was just wondering why there wasn't any shell rock mixed in with that. And the drainage on my street on Rockwell is still pretty bad. We have no sheet flow, even though you just paved the new roads. And a lot of the road has sitting water after rain. So Ajax didn't do such a great job, I don't know, but there's a lot of sitting water in the street after the rain. And we haven't even had a hurricane yet. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you for your comments, ma'am. Jerry Robinson, followed by Stacy Supaneski.
I have seen a lot of progression. The biggest problem that I've got two statements here, one for myself, which I have, you're noticing that I have 3 ERUs to my property. Then also one for a church, which I'm not sure how you can tax the church. That's a question that needs to be answered. I understand we have to pay road frontage for drainage, so, but not this. My next comment is we are developing lots that are wetlands. We're not draining the land, this land. We are flooding it. We've got wetlands in Englewood East that should never be developed. And because of that, we have a problem with drainage.
Jobean.
I understand somebody owns these lots, but that's immaterial. Whoever bought the lot should, there's a lot on my corner right now that's a wetland. They will probably put in 8 to 10 foot of fill. Now that water has to go somewhere. The house next door to me is 2 foot taller than I am. So, again, our drainage hasn't got anywhere to go. The ponds at the end of Wilmington are full. We can't, I understand selling the progress of developing this land for taxes and everything, but there has to be a time to stop this thing. I'm overwhelmed that the county is continue to let this happen. Because we have builders on the commission, we have developers, and it's all about the money. But you're not thinking about the people. You're not thinking about what we're doing. And on some of this assessment, this shouldn't be on vacant lots. This should be on your when you build a new house.
Impact.
That should be where some of this is coming from. We should be taxed on vacant lots at this rate. It should go on to your impact fees because of it.
Thank you, sir. Stacy Supaneski, followed by Pauline Padula. Then Kelly Roop.